KJ, I don't play cards around me. Sit behind this, I dog me. Yeah, I wasn't too good at math. On God, I run with problem solvers. I'm a money harlot. Not even all of it. People falling. Tryna go, money calling. 34, feel like Giannis. Niggas Giannis. Bro, that's beyond me. Get on side me. I don't party. My money Scotty. Touch, try me. Harley. Harley, I say, fuck like I won't go hit Barney. Look just like Barney, and I live it, you record it. Daytime performance, nighttime performance. No got it party. Why she think she important? And old time you know I ain't getting none. I like my boy, she 5 son. I'm tired, I'm way too big. I know you weak, baby, don't lie, I know you sleep. Hey, when I get home, I just gon' you already know them.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see Baltimore against New York. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony alongside, I'm Kevin Harlan at the table. And from the sidelines, it's our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge.
Here we go.
So New York wins the tip. And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. All sorts of time. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
One of the most explosive scorers in the NBA, the great Donovan Mitchell.
Well, I think what makes his offensive game so elite is that he is a very strong and physical guard. He's improved his pick and roll game, and he's improved his distance from three. So the space that he has to work from is so impressive. Think D Wade with a better jumper.
The shake. And it's good on the layup. Giannis has got the first basket of the game for Baltimore.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
The high post shot and the basket by Harrington.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Harrington on the double team. Out of bounds, New York takes possession.
That was okay, let's say that was an odd play. You don't see misconnections like that too often.
First quarter, just over a minute played. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luke Walton. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Now, here's Mitchell. Pass to Hardaway. Smith outside. Clock at 6. Mitchell outside. Over Starks. Mitchell's shot is good.
Okay, this is what he does. Mitchell, he's got a scorer's mindset full on.
Harrington on the double team. And here is Walton. Baltimore moving that ball around. That three off the mark. Smith outside. And Benyama outside. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Benyama inside. Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Baltimore making a switch here. And here's Mitchell from the arc. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
When you shoot hundreds of these shots in gyms by yourself, it will make you automatic just like Mitchell.
Mitchell. And the rejection by Brand. And he recovers it. Here's Giannis. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Yes, that goes in. Mitchell's got 7 points.
Perfect use of the pick and roll. Mitchell just taking what the defense gives him.
Here's Starks. A three-pointer off the mark.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Wembanyama, no good.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Pass to Smith. Shoots a fader. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Great contest by the defense, and he's unable to hit that tough fadeaway.
Inside. Knocked loose. Stolen by Mitchell. On the wing, Hardaway. New York, no good that time either. He gets it up. And so the first quarter is in the books. New York ahead, up by 5. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Hasn't made one yet. And the rejection by Brand.
Perfect timing on the rejection there. This is the type of defense Brand can play. Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
Here's Jordan. It's rebounded by New York. Over Smith. Pass to DiVincenzo. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
New York leading by 7. Lillard with it. Brand outside. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter.
Substitution on the court.
New York with the ball. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And it's Lillard missing.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not a good idea.
Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. New York making a change here.
In for New York, Victor Wembanyama, Donovan Mitchell.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
Some nice passing by New York here. Hardaway with a wide open look. Trains the three-pointer.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Baltimore making a switch here.
John Starks.
Here's Wembanyama. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And this kid is tough. Wembanyama just powering it in despite the contact.
Richard, during his rookie year, Victor Wembanyama had a game with 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks, and 5 made threes, a 5-by-5 for the ages.
That was the first time someone put up those numbers in NBA history. Wemby is going to continue to do things we have never seen before.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
For 3, Mitchell. And again, New York with the triple.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
That'll be a 5-second call.
The ball goes to Baltimore.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Okongwu. Still yet to score. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
When I feel how me and Astro 6'4", we the twin towers, twin. It's a metaphor for the boy when you in proximity. I can't stop right now, they gon' remember me forever. My story's more clever, my similes was better. My energy was never on some toughest. I was just a conscious rapper I was just a college from a rougher premises. Kept my nose out the streets, but I love to get away for the action. With risk comes attraction. And I turn it to a track star, want it all up.
The man them could consider a five-star hotel. Mixing, not with it. She gon' fit, but she wanna get fit again.
From everyone here at 2K, thanks for joining us. We've got a Wednesday afternoon edition of the NBA for you. With our analysts Brent Barry and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, along with reporter Allie LaForce. So it's Miami now. Doncic feeling it out a bit. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
Pass to Mitchell. Wiggins with it. Doncic outside. Shot clock at 6. They set the pick. Over Mitchell. No good off the back of the rim. Now Smith. From the arc. And that one's good. Mitchell for 3.
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Now here's Doncic. Wiggins outside. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Harrington. Basket counts.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
And it's Miami's ball. It's a three-point game.
In standing just 6'1", amazing how effective Mitchell is attacking the paint.
Hardaway on the wing. Misses the jumper from the wing. And so it's Wiggins with it. He brings it up for Miami. And stolen by Hardaway. Here's Smith. Here he goes. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. We've got 1:48 left in the opening quarter. Down low. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Smith with it. Now Wiggins defending. Here's Harrington. Sinks that one from the post.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And he gets it to go. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for New York.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
Now here's Mitchell. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Going beyond mere stats, Mitchell breathes life into this offense. His energy lifts everyone around him.
Both free throws good for Mitchell.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Wembanyama with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. Ellison. Offensive rebound. To the wing, right side. Second chance effort. And the layup is up and in.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Pass to Hardaway. From the high post. Rebound Miami.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Inside. Here's Wiggins. And he jams it home with authority.
Quick into the air. Andrew Wiggins up and throws it down.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Mitchell's got 7 points in the game.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. New York out in front. They're up by 5. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
Defensively, their gambles are paying off, jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
Here's Brand. There's a screen. Here's Smith. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Miami trails by 7. Outside Edwards. Clock at 6. Pass to Doherty. Unloads from 13. Buries the jump shot.
And with his height and his touch, he can be deadly from mid-range.
That's a staple of his offensive attack, improving once again. He can do some damage from that area.
Now here's Durant. Still no points. Can't hit from the elbow. And here's Smith. Shoots a fadeaway. The rebound by Doherty. Miami trails by 5. Durant looking around. There's the screen. Pass to Doherty. And a two-handed jam.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. And timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. So it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for New York. 3-point lead. Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Brand. Wembanyama screen to the middle. Wembanyama with the easy 2.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
To the inside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
New York foul. Elton Brand. First personal foul. First team foul.
A minute 39 left in the second quarter. Here's Doherty. And it's New York with a rebound. Now Smith. Pass to Mitchell. They set the screen. This one for 3. There's the 3. 3 ball! Donovan Mitchell!
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
New York foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
And both free throws good for Edwards. New York leading by 4. There's 57 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Pass to Harrington. Here's Brand. 6 to shoot with the drive. Smith outside. Outside Mitchell. Goes back up. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Miami trails by 4. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Pass to Olowokandi. 16 feet out. Here's Floyd. Checked by Mitchell. They set the pick. Here's Olowokandi. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into the half. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And New York has possession. Mitchell up top. Smith outside. Shoots over Wiggins. Smith no good. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Here's Harrington. Drives to the hoop. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. Left side, Mitchell. Wembanyama screen. Ooh, stolen by Smith. It's 2-on-1. The three from Mitchell. Rebound Miami. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Outside Wembanyama. Kicks it to Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. They shoot again. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
And you can't let Doncic get this type of positioning because then you're pretty much forced to foul him.
And the second free throw is good. And we've got a timeout from Taylor Jenkins. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Wembanyama. And there's the screen. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Gotta hold firm or you're gonna get a call.
Now here's Doncic. Wiggins with it, covered by Smith. Here's Wiggins. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Wembanyama with the easy 2.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
On the wing, Mitchell. A minute 37 left in the third quarter. And it's Miami's ball. It's been 8 unanswered for them. Ooh, Mitchell just muscling his way in.
Look at Mitchell's commitment to his shot. Doesn't let the contact slow him down.
Pass to Hardaway. For 3, Smith drains the triple. Smith's got 5 points.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
That's tipped. Doncic outside. The 3. To the left wing. Outside Mitchell. Right side Wembanyama. Second chance shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. New York trails by 7. Outside Mitchell. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Up and over Doncic. And it's Mitchell, the miss.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from it.
Three, Smith. The long distance three is buried.
J.R. Smith has a quick release and can shoot it from deep, but that time a nice job off the pass.
Pass to Wembanyama. It's Wiggins on the wing. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Miami shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. He misses the free throw. New York making a switch here. Good on the second one. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Miami out in front, up by 5. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Here's Anthony.
New York foul. Al Harrington. Second personal foul. First team foul. In for New York, number 0.
So it's Miami now. They've led by as much as 10. Wiggins looking around.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far from Miami?
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
Their attacking of the offensive glass has also been a success story. All game long, they've been committed to finding those second chance opportunities.
Pass to Harrington. Here's Hardaway. The rebound by Doherty. Miami leading by 6. Outside Wembanyama. Anthony outside. Outside Edwards. Outside for Wembanyama. Three-pointer. And it's New York with a rebound. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Inside. And stolen by Edwards. Wembanyama's got space. And it goes straight through with a swish. And Miami leads by 8. And we've got a timeout from Taylor Jenkins. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. From Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. And Coach had a simple message for their team saying, hey, we're right there. Let's start with a stop. Knock down a couple shots and we'll be up. Sometimes the best instructions are the basic ones. BA?
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Stolen by Wembanyama. The three from Mitchell. Sinks the tray.
Yeah, this is why defenses must be right up on Mitchell or he'll burn you off the pass.
Anthony outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Outside for Wembanyama. Shot clock at 5. To the middle. Here's Edwards. Deflected. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway. From deep, Wembanyama. Hardaway grabs the board.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
From deep, Mitchell. Kicks it out to Hardaway. To tie it up. That one no good. Miami leading by 3. Here's Doherty. Outside for Wembanyama. Pass to Doherty. 5 to shoot. Anthony outside. It's Edwards on the wing. Over Hardaway. And again, no good by Miami. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th. Knocks it loose. Outside Mitchell. Here's the pick. Mitchell can't get that one to fall.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Here's Doherty. Pass to Wembanyama. The kick to Durant. Lets it go from deep. On the wing, Durant. To get back on track. And the three-pointer is good for Durant.
Despite a laid-back nature, Durant demands the ball in crunch time. This is why.
Again, the miss by Mitchell.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. The shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
27 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. 4th team foul.
First free throw is good. And that makes it a 7-point lead.
Anthony Edwards. 2 shots.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line. And it's an 8-point ball game. And New York has possession. The 3 from Mitchell. Money. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. And it's Miami's ball. And he commits the intentional foul.
Personal foul. 5th team foul. Shooting for Miami.
He hits the first one. And that increases the lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 7-point game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
Now a timeout called by New York. 19 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
Yeah, this is the classic too little, too late. The effort coming and not enough time for them to get back in it.
Wembanyama from deep 3-point land. Can't connect from long distance. And so Miami takes the win. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was.
And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. With Allie LaForce joining us courtside. Go. And New York has possession. Here's Harrington. Takes a 3. And Hardaway good for 3.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Edwards with it. It's stolen by Wembanyama. In transition, here they come. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Yeah, and it's Wembanyama's length that leads to the steal and gets them out and running.
Ooh, stolen by Smith. The three from Mitchell. Smith outside. Pass to Harrington. Second shot opportunity. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. It's a 5-point game.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
Got about a minute gone in the first quarter. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Drew. Pass to Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
And Richard, we talked about Victor Wembanyama, 7'4". Skill. Did you ever think we'd see a player like him?
Maybe in about 20 years, but we're seeing more and more hybrids. He is just an out. That we have never seen before. The tallest player in the league and one of the most skilled.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Over to the left wing. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Pass to Drew. Just 3 to shoot. There's the triple. And it's New York with a rebound. Smith, left side. Outside Mitchell. There's the three. Drops in the three.
Hitting that shot helps loosen the driving lanes a little, and we know Mitchell only needs a crack of daylight.
From deep, Mitchell. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Mitchell. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Antetokounmpo looking it over. The kick out to Edwards. Up and over Smith. Edwards, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
New York making a switch here.
Ball coming, ball coming.
Left side, Wembanyama. Pass to Brand. Wembanyama screen. Inside. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Wembanyama. Atlanta trails by 5. And here's Mitchell. Check by Mitchell. Here's the floater. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Weaving his way around Mitchell. Tough to guard anywhere on the floor with his skill.
That free throw is good from Mitchell. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
What an athletic play from Lillard. More than capable of just jamming it down.
Crafty move. And he's missed his first 2 shots of the game. Pass to Boucher. Lillard with the ball. On target from range. Lillard's got 5 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And so it's New York, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. Back after this. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for New York.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
Oubre with it. Guarded by Smith. Howard. Off the left rim and out. New York leading by 8. Pass to Boucher. Smith outside. Launches it. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Here's Atlanta with the ball. Outside, Brown. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And how about Jaylen Brown, Richard? Named to his first All-NBA team in 2023. A very important piece to him.
NBA, what timing. It made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax. At the time, it was the largest contract in NBA history. And how did he follow it up? He won the Larry Bird Award as the best player in the Eastern Conference playoffs.
Count it.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Outside, Brown. Pass to Stoudemire. Back to Brown. Let's go with a 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Here's Brand. Still without a bucket. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Pass to Oubre. Over to the wing. There's Howard with the 3. Smith with the rebound. New York leading by 11. Lillard outside. Fires from deep. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. And Brown has got the ball here for Atlanta. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball.
Checking in for the away team, Chris Boucher. Donovan Mitchell.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. For 3. No good there.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Now at the line, Kelly.
And the free throw, no good.
Jr. 1. Checking in for the away team. 0. Damian Lillard.
That'll be a 5-second call.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Here's the 3. The rebound by Atlanta. We've got 1:48 left in the first half of basketball. And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time. New York making a switch here.
Number 21.
New York leading by 11. Oubre with a steal. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds.
That's a costly error. Now let's see how they bounce back.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not a good idea.
That's a costly error. Now let's see how they bounce back.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Hardaway on the wing. 5 points in the game. 3-pointer. New York again can't hit. 58 seconds left to play in the first half. And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time.
That's a costly error. Now let's see how they bounce back.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
And here's Hardaway. Clock at 6. Beyond the arc. That one's good. Makes him 3 for 7.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
That's a costly error. Now let's see how they bounce back.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
Ooh, too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. New York shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. No good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Smith right side. Six to shoot. From deep three-point land. Rebound by Stoudemire. And so we wrap up the first half. New York out in front, leading by 14. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Tell me that you still love. It's 5 a.m. and I'm